basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With the form, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With the form, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. With the form, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With the form, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. With the form, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With the form, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, like we bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this when I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now I just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. Both players were there. Offensive.
Yo, buddy, tough loss, huh? It happens. Sometimes Madden gets the best of you. All right, I'm gonna get Zach and Steven here.
All right, we got 3 in here now. We got a whole
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah.
Who's the on-field guy?
Sideline reporter.
Who's the on-field guy?
reporter.
Yeah, Stu's our Tony Saragusa here.
All right.
Wish people
You
would appear
guys
live,
good, or
bro.
you want me to hold on for a second?
One more second. I just gotta get
Yeah,
Zach.
waiting
in
on
his phone.
Zach. Yeah, Zach's gonna do it.
I'm adding him now. Okay. You're good.
You guys are in my COD group. Whatever.
Good. I love COD.
Same, bro. Dude, that fucking new game mode's electric. New map, fucking love
I
it.
haven't played it yet. I'm going to.
So
tonight,
good,
after
bro.
these
So
games.
good.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I'm about to miss my fantasy draft. Oh well. Oh well. Okay.
Oh, I hate playing the Chiefs. Okay. Are we good now?
Zach, you here?
There he is.
All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep, we're good.
All right, gents. Get back to it.
Fine.
Yeah, Tom, I don't know. There was so many interceptions, bro. I don't know what you were smoking, bro.
I sent Hollywood Brown on a playmaker, and he didn't do it. That's why that last one was thrown.
Defensively, but it falls incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez.
Good Friday evening, everybody. Live from Arrowhead, I'm Thomas Jones IV. Alongside me is coach of the Las Vegas Raiders and #1 pick in the upcoming draft. It's 4th down and 7. Colts are going to be punting the ball away to the Kansas City Chiefs for their first possession of the ball game.
Out of bounds, very smart when they got Tyreek Hill back there.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give him the ball in any capacity. Try to limit him as much as you can. If any defense, Zach, is equipped to slow down this Kansas City passing attack, it's this Indianapolis Colt unit, heralded by Stephon Gilmore at the cornerback position.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not like the other guys are any slouches either, but he's definitely head and shoulders above everybody else in the league. So, you know, I mean, he's going to be put on Tyreek Hill all game. We'll see how he does.
He makes $40 million.
The $40 million man's going to be matched up all night long on Tyreek Hill. 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, his first play of the divisional round, is a completion underneath to his running back Darius Geis, and that's good enough for a gain of 5 to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 5 upcoming for Kansas City. Winner of this game will take on the New England Patriots and host the AFC Championship game as they upset the Baltimore Ravens 16-10. 2nd down and 5, hand off for Darius Geis, and he's not going anywhere. That's a fantastic effort from Kenny Moore, the standout corner there, who is all over Darius Geis on that play. Loss of 1, 3rd down.
Yeah, Kenny Moore made a disgusting play against the Raiders in real life last week. Many of you probably saw it.
Yeah, the reverse Odell Beckham. He backhanded that like he was Mike Trout robbing a home run. 3rd down. Nice throw and catch to Sammy Watkins. Charleston Rambo. He's the one donning number 14 these days in Kansas City. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's what this offense likes to do. I know a lot of people think they just try to go, for points every single play, but really they want to get you looking at every part of the field, short, medium, and deep. They want to go dink and dunk, take time off the clock, because they know they're going to score on most drives. So the more time they can take off and still score, it bodes well for them, because the defense isn't too bad either.
So Mahomes on that last play made a very dangerous decision to throw into double coverage, and it was luckily for Kansas City an incompletion. However, Mitchell Schwartz was called for a hold, so it's now 1st and 20 from the 38-yard line, and if any team can get over a 1st down penalty, it's definitely this Kansas City offense with those speed demons that they have at receiver. 1st down for Kansas City here. Play action. Mahomes running out of time, and there he goes. What a play made by D. Ford, who came off the right tackle and was there to register his first sack of the ball game. Loss of 7. 2nd down.
That's how you got to play this team. You got to be able to I mean, at least try and cover them a little bit in the back end, but try and get to that quarterback as fast as possible.
So now it's even more of a dastardly situation for Kansas City as they're backed up to their own 31-yard line on second down and eons. Play action.
Oh my God, that's
Mahomes looking for it all. It is somehow caught in traffic by Tyreek Hill, and there he goes. Only Patrick Mahomes could have fit that pass in there, and that's a touchdown for Kansas City.
3 defenders destroyed themselves. Tyreek Hill turns around, sprints to the end zone, cheetah style.
So that was a 69-yard touchdown throw and catch to Tyreek Hill from Patrick Mahomes. And if you're the Indianapolis Colts, I don't know how you could have played better coverage on that play.
Like I said, 3 defenders destroyed themselves.
Well said. So here's the kickoff here for Indianapolis, and they have no interest in taking this kick out, and they'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Jamie Newman on his second drive of the ball game. A quick 3-and-out was the result the last time before we got in here to broadcast this bad boy. As Newman's going to set up shop from the gun here on 1st and 10. Play action, throw for Jamie Newman rolling to his right. He has nothing available, and he's just going to duck out of bounds at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Second down.
It's funny because, you know, my mind was immediately thinking, like, wow, Gabe's not running here. But then he ran. He ran with his quarterback.
And for Kansas City, I think that's where you want to have your best amount of success, is when you're playing against a team that runs the ball as much as Indianapolis. Try to force them to play left-handed and make Jamie Newman beat you with his arm. Second down. Newman with all day to throw, but quickly running out of time. Throws back over the middle, and he had a man in Michael Pittman, but was unable to hook up with the former USC Trojan. Third down and 10.
Yeah, the man that can hit those falling backwards dots is on the other team. So
big third down upcoming here for Indianapolis.
Oh no, I hate this game
Newman
so
going
much.
for it all, and Newman is unable to hit Paris Campbell. He had him open down the left sideline, and again, the Kansas City defense forces a 3-and-out.
Newman 0-3 here. It's going to have to be some kind of change-up, or else this offense is going to have a very hard time.
So this punt goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line, and out comes Patrick Mahomes, who all he did on his last drive was throw one of those vintage Patrick Mahomes-level throws to Tyreek Hill for a 69-yard bomb. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line for Kansas City. It's a double tight end I formation here, so power I is the look that the Chiefs are bringing, and they're going to give the ball to Darius Geis left. Great adjustment and tackle made at the 37-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 3 as the former Eagle Derek Barnett says hello for the first time and registers a tackle. Second down.
Darius Geis is an interesting story, if you will, because in the real universe, he's no longer in the league for hitting women, I'm pretty sure, you know. But in our universe, he's just out there hitting defenders all day long. I mean, he's a monster.
He's a physical back, absolutely. As Patrick Mahomes says hello to Brandon Graham, another former Eagle, and you see another storyline. It's just like real life. Players leave the Eagles, and then all of a sudden they become good. Down in 14, upcoming for Kansas City, as Brandon Graham is showing the replay there of his nice play there to shed the guard and then fall on top of Mahomes. Again, 3rd down and long for Kansas City. Nothing to sweat for them. They seem to get these plays with ease. Play action. Another deep shot, a one-on-one with Hardman, and it's knocked away. Great adjustment by the safety there. Kenny Moore as well was in the vicinity, as that will force a 3-and-out for Kansas City.
You'd like to see Indianapolis, you know, get a first down or move the ball a little bit here.
Definitely something that they're going to need, as the Colts are going to set up at their own 41-yard line on 1st down and 10. So this is the best field position, Zach, that Indianapolis has had to start this game. Let's see if Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines can get going on this upcoming drive. And off right to Jonathan Taylor, and it is going to be a gain of 3 to the 44-yard line. Tackle made at that 44-yard line by Kyle Van Noy. It's now 2nd down and 7. The motion here for, yeah. Looks like Newman sees something at the line of scrimmage that he wants to exploit. Play action. Looking for somebody to break open. There's no one open at the moment. Newman's going to take it off himself and get the first down with his legs. Good run there from Newman. The former Georgia Bulldog gets the first down at the 48-yard line.
He took a bit of a lick there at the end, going out of bounds. This is real life. They would have called that.
No,
so it's a first down and 10 here for the 48. Newman back to throw again.
How did he get back there like that?
Surprisingly throwing deep, and again, this one is intercepted. That's the calling card, Zach, of that Kansas City Chiefs defense as Monte Nicholson hauls in the interception at the 11-yard line. See that all too often, honestly.
This defense is sneaky with turnovers. You know, they let you get little yards here and there, and all of a sudden, they just swoop under a pass.
For the Colts, this is a disastrous start as the Chiefs are going to take over at the 21, and Darius Geis gets close to first down yardage, and it will be 2nd down and inches upcoming.
They're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looks like Trace McSorley has entered the game at quarterback, former Penn State Nittany Lion. Interesting play call here upcoming, I'm sure. McSorley's going to keep it himself. First down, and he hits the turf. I like that play call. It's something that we don't see a lot from Kansas City, a little bit of trickeration there, and McSorley gets the first down with his legs.
Yeah, McSorley also got one of the worst animations in this game is where you just face plant to the ground.
Well, as you see, this Madden is far, far from perfect. I saw that firsthand in my game. As a handoff from Darius Geis is going to yield 3 yards to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Chiefs.
It's still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
So at the 30-yard line, last 30 seconds of this first quarter, Patrick Mahomes is looking to see if he can get something going one more time before the end of the quarter. Here comes pressure. Mahomes hit as he's thrown. This is an underthrown ball, and it's picked off. Khari Willis, the one that Stu called a bum, makes an interception, jukes back, and is almost gone that time. Tyreek Hill had to come back and make the tackle at the 42-yard line, but not until Indianapolis gets a huge turnover.
This is probably, this is definitely the best spot on the field so far for Indianapolis. They got to take advantage.
Seems that their drives continuously get better and better starting field position.
No way, dude!
Unable to take advantage. Going for it all is Newman, and this one's intercepted. This one is L'Jarius Sneed, as you see him taunting as he gets the interception. That's definitely going to anger Coach Gabe there in the final 3 seconds of this opening quarter. I mean, not much can be said other than that's the type of play that you're going to remember if the Colts are able to come back and win. Handoff, it's Geis up the middle, and 9 yards is the result that time, and that'll take us to the second quarter. So after one,
definitely going to be the talk at the end of the quarter here as they get a break on the sideline.
There were how many turnovers in that first quarter, Zach? I believe I counted 4. 2 on each side there, and again, in the playoffs, turnovers are killers. You only get so many drives in these games. You have to be able to take advantage and take care of the football. Handoff, this time it's Kalen Ballage, the other power running back in this Kansas City scheme, and he will be able to fight for the first down at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's been getting good production out of those running backs. More than
and
people
again,
anticipated.
With Kansas City, again, you're never going to be able to load the box against them with that speed, so it opens up these rushing lanes as you see Darius Geis spin off of one man, take another to the 48-yard line for a gain of 5 on first down.
Yeah, it's just like real life. I mean, people are afraid to, even put 7 non-defensive backs in the box because, I mean, they're just going to throw it all over you if you do that.
So in the opening minute of this second quarter, Kansas City has yet to attempt a pass. Of course, the only touchdown in this game came from Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill on one of those throws that I don't think any other quarterback in this league could make. McSorley in the game again. This time he's going to give Tyreek Hill the jet touch pass, and he's off to the races inside the 35, and he'll be brought down at the 36, actually, so just outside of that yardage, but a first down for Kansas City.
Yeah. There's no game planning for that speed off the edge.
One of the toughest men in the NFASL to try to contain in Tyreek Hill. But again, easier said than done. As this is a play action, handoff for Darius Geis, and he jukes to the 24-yard line where he's stopped by Darius Leonard. So far, not a lot of defensive pressure on this drive, as Mahomes has had pretty much all day to get what he wanted off. This is an I formation this time on 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line for Mahomes. Handoff right, it's Darius Geis again, and he's going to get the first down, breaks a tackle before being shoved out of bounds at the 11-yard line, showing off some power right there, Zach.
Like I said, he spends all day hitting defenders now.
As Blackman was the one to make the stop that time. Indianapolis struggling to make tackles in this snow. It's funny, last year they had the exact opposite problem. They were doing whatever they wanted against Kansas City. There's a handoff up the middle for Kalen Balaj, and he'll be stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. And there's the DeForest Buckner we've been waiting to see all day long. Finally makes a play in the backfield for a loss. From the 12-yard line now, Kansas City's operating in a strong I formation. Mahomes is going to audible out of that, send his receivers out wide as the play clock dips under 5 seconds. Handoff right for Darius Geis, and look at that effort again. He tries to fight back to the line of scrimmage. I think he got there, but man, did he have to work like hell to get to the 12-yard line and avoid a negative play on 2nd down.
This is a very big play for the Colts defense here. This could change the game both directions.
If you're the Indianapolis, of course, a turnover would be lovely, but at the more realistic situation here, you're going to try to force something underneath and hope that Tyreek Hill doesn't get a quick seam route here. So it's 3rd down and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Really?
And McSorley is going to throw, and he's actually going to take off and run. Goes for the first down marker, and does he get there? He does not. 4th and inches at the 1. 5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, and if you're Coach KC, are you going for this here on 4th down?
Oh, absolutely. I don't even have to talk about reasoning for game plan. I just know he would.
So 4th and inches. It's a handoff in the middle for Darius Geis, and he's got the first down and the touchdown. Kansas City with a methodical drive, really carried by Darius Geis on that one. Caps off the drive with a 1-yard rushing touchdown.
And I talked about this a little bit earlier. We've seen it numerous times with this team. Teams are so afraid of the pass that they just won't put enough guys in the box, and they just get eaten alive for long drives.
Did he just do that?
13-0 is the score, as you saw the Chiefs try to fake it there, and it obviously didn't work. I've yet to see someone even attempt that and actually get points.
The disrespect.
Let's see if that lights a fire under Coach Gabe. We've already seen the Chiefs taunt on a return on an interception. Now we see them fake an extra point. These are the types of reasons why we've never seen the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. 1st and 10, 2-yard run from Jonathan Taylor to the 27-yard line. And that's a nice stop there by Juan Thornhill coming down from the safety spot to make the play.
Yeah, the Madden guys don't like that taunting stuff. They usually find a way to smite you if you try and show up your opponent a little too much every single time you get the opportunity.
Yep. This again, the S in NFASL does not stand for sim, it stands for sportsmanship. And that's something that we take seriously here. A timeout has been called by Kansas City at the 27-yard line. 4:08 left in this 2nd quarter. And of course they have a nice lead here, 13-0 over the Colts. So again, we haven't seen the Colts get their run game going. Again, Jamie Newman's been taking a lot of deep shots down the field and has not had success doing so. This time he's running for dear life and has to throw this away. What can you say of this game plan so far? As Jamie Newman has yet to complete a pass. He's 0 for 6 with 2 interceptions.
Man, what the fuck, dude?
And a D-sink here.
Oh, wow. We're going to have to get this one started back. So it was 13-0 at 4:08 remaining. 2nd down and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that sucks. I'm going to grab another beer.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get into this fantasy draft. I know I missed my first-round pick, but it's okay.
I don't think it was a Wi-Fi issue. I think it was just a desync, yeah.
How much time was left?
4:08.
In a second, right?
Yes, sir. 13-0.
14-0, 4:08 in a second. Oh, 13-0. 4:08 in the second. I'll just give him 2 touchdowns real fast.
Let him fake the extra point again, yeah.
Oh, disrespect.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, this is what I want to do for a living, but right now I work in design engineering for Comcast, so just trying to save up money to make the switch. All right, well, we are back in Arrowhead. Thanks for staying with us here. As you know, Madden, it's going to have its kinks, and we're going to have to do a little bit of housekeeping on our end to get the score back to 13-0. So the Chiefs are going to kick the ball off. I expect the Colts to give it right back, and then we'll get this to 13-0.
Oh,
try to get to 4:08.
Oh my God! That's the only way. The only thing I could have done to fuck this game up.
It looks like we're gonna have to really have to get some housekeeping done here as the Colts fumble into the back of the end zone for a safety.
What do we got to do here?
Bro.
So I think what you have to do here now is kick a field goal, and then he gets a touchdown and goes for 2, and you can get it back to 13-0. So Tyreek Hill, of course, is going to take this back as he hurdles over people. And if he dances into the end zone, I'm going to have problems. Okay, good. So touchdown by Kansas City.
So he needs an
now
extra.
They're going to possibly go for 2 here.
And
then afterwards, Indianapolis is going to have to give them the ball back, and they can kick a field goal to make this 13-0. So while they get this sorted out, I'll take the time to say again, this has been a fantastic NFASL playoff weekend. We've seen some critical games in the wild card round go to overtime, a pair of those. The divisional round has not disappointed thus far either, as of course the 9-7 New England Patriots and that sleeping underdog Coach ATK has knocked off both AFC North stalwarts in the Cincinnati Bengals in the wild card round by a score of 42-29, and then going to Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium and ousting the Baltimore Ravens 16-10. So here's the return from Indianapolis, and now they're going to punt the ball back to Kansas City, let them get a field goal, and then I guess we'll just take it from there. What's going to be interesting is if they're able to get close enough to that 4:08 mark and just run some clock, and of course this gives me plenty of time to talk about really whatever I want, so take the time to talk about the upcoming rule changes for next season. Again, the fatigue by all the commissioners decided to move the fatigue on all players down so that you would be able as a team to use more strategy, implore your team, your roster, have more depth at your running back position. That way we don't have guys like Josh Jacobs running 52 times for 589 yards again. So again, everything that happens in this league does happen for a reason. It's not the type of thing where this is trying to take away the fun of playing these games. It's really more of adding more strategy and more of that chess match to NFASL action. Of course, National Football All-Sim League here. Kansas City, of course, is now maintaining possession again. They're going to run the ball a couple of times, I guess. It believes that Roundtree needs to go down, and he does at the 15-yard line. So whenever the Chiefs wants to, he can take this field goal, and then we'll have the score right where we want it. Looks like he's going to call another play. I guess his idea is to try to take some clock off, and yeah, as the shoot clock is on, So that's fine. That'll take the clock down, get us closer to that second quarter. As Roundtree's just going to run up the middle again. But again, other news in the wild card round on the NFC side of things. We saw an overtime victory by Coach Conk, our defending Super Bowl champion, the Carolina Panthers. They were able to outlast the Green Bay Packers as Darius Geis is going to go down at the 2-yard line. And at this point, I guess either you take some quarterback kneels to run the clock or you just kick the field goal now. It's really up to Kansas City what his prerogative is. And yeah, he's going to take a knee, so perfect. And then also in the NFC, we saw the Washington football team for the second time this year defeat the New York Football Giants. And again, that was a game that ended in some controversy. As you saw in the chat, Coach Kenny, as always, when he loses these playoff games, comes with a mountain of excuses. The Raw versus JD matchup in the wild card was a fantastic game, as we saw the top two quarterbacks take it after Season 1 in the 2021 NFASL draft go at it, as Trevor Lawrence was able to outduel Justin Fields, and the Chicago Bears were able to move on to the divisional round where they'll take on those Washington football teamers. And then in our other divisional matchup in the NFC, we have the 1 seed Seattle Seahawks, who went 13-3 this year. And again, the big talk with Seattle is they're one of the best regular season teams in the NFASL, but they have yet to register a playoff victory. So let's see if they're able to rewrite the narrative there. But I do want to again give some time to shout out Coach ATK. He played a whale of a game against the Ravens and had a fantastic game plan on both sides of the football. To beat both of those AFC North teams is not something that's easy to do by any stretch of the imagination. And what I saw from that game, of course, me playing it, was making the throws that I had to make be short, and I wasn't able to take those deep shots with Hollywood Brown. And that's a great game plan. Force somebody to play left-handed, make them play on a game that they're not comfortable playing. As you see, Jonathan Taylor just put on a dazzling display of jukes. I mean, I know this play doesn't really mean anything, folks, but goodness gracious, the moves that he put in the hole. I think that football needs to go to Canton, if you ask me. I mean, that was just incredible. But back to what I was saying here. Again, Patriots are awaiting the winner of this football game. They've played both of these squads and have lost to both of these teams in the regular season. The Kansas City Chiefs went to New England back in Week 8 and demolished New England. And then Week 17, recently, right before the playoffs, Coach Gabe was able to defeat the Patriots by a score of 16-10. So again, another handoff here as we're approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. That's the first carry for Devontae Freeman, the former Atlanta Falcon. And it's going to take us under the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Are we going live right now? Like real football?
No, second quarter.
We got another quarter.
Yeah, we're still in the first quarter here.
I realized I was focusing on watching the game and commentating, and I forgot about the fantasy basketball. And I missed my first 4 picks. I haven't been able to log into ESPN, so I've been unfortunately unable to. Oh, perfect. He's really good for fantasy, so.
I'm sure the auto draft team will be fine. Yeah. So 4th down and 9 again. Jonathan Taylor, fantastic run. I mean, not enough can be said about the former Wisconsin running back. One of the concerns that I had with him, obviously not in Madden, but in real life, was his usage. As in Wisconsin, they are known to run running backs into the ground. But he went to a perfect system here in Indianapolis, not having to be the bell cow necessarily. Now, they lose Marlon Mack in real life Week 1, and I thought that would be a really devastating injury, but Jonathan Taylor has come on really strong as of late. Of course, his career high in rushing yards came last week in real life against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
So we're getting closer and closer to where this game was when we desynced. The score is correct. At this point, it's just getting the clock down to where it needs to be as we're hitting the end of the first quarter.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
So we're in the second quarter now. It is 13-0 in favor of Kansas City. And again, the Colts are just going to take this loss, of course, and then give the ball back to Kansas City. They need to run this down to about 4:08, and then they can punt it back to Indianapolis at the 25-yard line, and we can get back to calling this game. So again, I appreciate the efforts from both Kansas City and Indianapolis to use their diligence and get this score and time back to where it was. Again, this is not a fun process by any stretch of the imagination, but this is kind of what has to be done when these games desync. Of course, part of the rules, you get 4 full quarters of football, regardless of how many times you lag out. So hopefully we don't get back to that point and have to do this again. So again, a couple more runs here, and we should be ready to get going. So again, at that point, once the 4:08 mark comes, I will bring Zach Sarquist, again, the coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, back into the broadcast booth, and as well as kicking it down to the sideline reporter at some point for Jacksonville Jaguars coach Stu, who's going to be our Stu Saragusa, if you will, for this broadcast team.
He's also supposed to be on the podcast soon. Well,
that's right. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Zach. That's going to be an amazing experience. So I had the terrible idea the other day to ask Stu, Gabe, and the former Tennessee Titans, as well as Cleveland Browns owner, as well as Arizona Cardinals owner, Dominator, to get inside the NFASL podcast. And basically how that's going to go is it'll be a lot like the Jerry Springer show. Zach and I will just be sitting down, and we'll let them embarrass themselves. That's essentially what it's going to be. It's no holds barred. They're going to probably say some insensitive things to each other. I don't condone any of it. I don't endorse any of it, just so you know. I'm going to distance myself as much as I can from the things that they will say. Those opinions expressed by Gabe, Stu, and especially Dom do not reflect NFASL, do not reflect my views, and do not reflect most people's views. So just stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up this weekend, hopefully, and I'll be trying to get that content out for you as soon as we can. So getting closer and closer to that 4:08 mark here in the second quarter, as Edwards Hilaire is going to take it to the 45-yard line. Kansas City, of course, always in this situation, it feels like, with them being on top of the AFC West year in and year out. They always seem to find themselves in this divisional as well as conference championship round, but have yet to make a single Super Bowl appearance with Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, who no longer is here, of course, but that cast of characters that is just so difficult to guard. So here's the punt, and it's at the 30-yard line. There's 4:56 to go.
What yard line were we at? I don't remember.
Again, it's supposed to be 4:08 at the 25-yard line, but again, I think this is as close as we're going to get. So at this point, let's just call a spade, and let's get back to it here. So welcome Zach back into the broadcast booth. So again, in that first iteration, we saw Tyreek Hill make a tremendous catch in traffic. And if you're the Colts, you had a horrible start to this game. What do you need to do to see Jamie Newman step up in this second quarter and beyond?
Well, you really just got to give him more attempts. I mean, 6 attempts in the whole first half. Well, not the whole first half, but damn near. That's not enough to get him going. I know you haven't clicked on any of them, but it's just not enough. The other thing is, with the whole disconnect and come back in, everybody knows how Madden is. You got to hope that maybe it's going to give you a little bit of momentum. Maybe it might help you go a little bit your way.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is a great point, Zach. Again, before the desync, Jamie Newman was 0 for 6 with 2 interceptions, something that Dwayne Haskins would be proud of. And we now have a 3rd down and 10 and a pause by Kansas City, possibly asking what the deal is here. Close enough, yeah. I do believe that this will work. So
I don't know why he paused.
Well, as we're waiting for these two teams to get back into the game, again, I'm going to bring Stu into the booth here, sending it down into that snowy tundra in Arrowhead where Stu is on the sideline of Coach Gabe. What's the psyche of Gabe going through his head right now after being down 13 early?
If I'm Coach Gabe, I got to be relieved here. You start 0 for 0 with Jamie Newman. That's how you're going to come back and win this game.
What is he doing?
Newman's the leader guy. I am in whole agreement with Zach right there.
How did you not take advantage of that?
I don't know what he's doing. He paused, and his guys running across the field. I'm not gonna rush. Something's going on with him.
Oh yeah, quick snap me, but not anybody else. Okay.
Yeah, you. I don't give a
okay.
shit about you. I don't give a fuck about you, bro.
Do you think he would have not done that to you? Because I guarantee
No,
you
he would
he's
have
taking
did it
those
and
points.
showboated the whole way now.
Yes, he would have.
Here's a handoff on 3rd and 10 as you see the peanut gallery is discussing why Gabe did not want to throw the ball there, and I'm with him on that. I don't know why you don't take that shot, especially considering the fact that you haven't completed a single pass yet, but I digress. Punt time here for Rigoberto Sanchez, and he really gets into this one as it's going to come to the near sideline and dip out of bounds at the 29-yard line. So 2:56 and a half. This is a huge drive for Kansas City. They really could blow this game wide open if they're able to find a way to get in the end zone again.
Comes out with 8 on the offensive line.
And they're going to throw it. Intercepted! Darius Leonard says, give me that ball. Has the spark play that Indianapolis so desperately needed. And what did we say in the last game that these two played? Every time it seems that Gabe gets better and better field position on these drives, and now he's starting in plus territory at the 30-yard line.
I think he's moved up about 10, 15 yards every single time.
Without completing a pass. This is incredible. So 1st and 10, Jamie Newman's going to hand this off to Jonathan Taylor. And a juke move, and it looked like he had nothing but green grass in front, but Frank Clark is able to drag him down at the 29-yard line. My goodness.
In the chat right now, Raw Diaz says 30 likes, and I'll throw my PS5 in a bathtub full of water. F it.
Yep, and that's classic Raw after a loss. You give him 2 weeks, he'll be fine. 2nd down and 9. Here's a throw over the middle, and nice catch there by the tight end to the 15-yard line. First completion as you hear a smattering of false cheers from the Indianapolis fans in attendance here at Arrowhead as Cade Otton makes his first grab of the day. So that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 13-0 our score from Arrowhead in this divisional matchup. Again, winner takes on the New England Patriots and Coach ATK in the AFC Championship game. Newman on 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Got an empty set.
Ooh.
Here comes pressure, and down he goes. There were 6 men coming and only 5 to block, and Zach Harrison, of course, the beneficiary of the edge rush.
What is going on, man?
It's now 2nd down and 19. Oh, and we have yet another desync. That's a killer. That is an absolute killer. So I think at this point you have a couple options. Since it was a 2-minute warning, you could just play to half and give the Chiefs the 13-0 lead, and not have to necessarily give them the points, but just say 0-0, and you know it's 13-0. Whatever happens, happens at that point, and then fix it after halftime. Or you can go through the song and dance again of getting it down to 2 minutes. And it's again up to these two coaches what they want to do. But
the problem is Gabe was on his way to score with less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, again, Madden never ceases to pull out all the stops. Really, never ceases to amaze. It's incredible the amount of effort that has to go into getting this game played. But we've had worse situations before, Zach, and our NFASL tenure. We've had to make a separate league before to play a divisional game. So,
oh my god,
things always can be worse. That's how I look at it. Again, as crappy as things could be, it always can be worse, and I've seen it. So, hopefully, it doesn't get to that point that we have to make a new league for this game to get played. But yeah, we're gonna wait on the Chiefs and Colts to get back into the lobby. I think they're in communications right now as to what they want to do.
What yard line were we at?
You're on you just got sacked on
you just got sacked.
Or something like that.
Yeah, you're at the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 19 or whatever it was. I think you lost 9 yards.
No.
Man, let me try to log into Fantasy while I'm waiting here. I've been trying to while I've been calling this game, but I can't get my credentials right.
He said he's restarting his PlayStation. I don't know that's what that's gonna do, but yeah. Am I friends with him? Are any of you guys friends with him? Can someone invite him to the party? Because it's too hard to fucking text him. Not actual friends, but PlayStation friends. Yeah. Can someone invite him to this party? So I can figure out what, because I don't know. I'm trying to get him to just play the first half, and he's not. He's. I don't think he's comprehending what's going on. He's complaining that he would get the ball back with some time before half, so he doesn't want to. Man. And he would get the ball after half. Like, dude, what the fuck, man? How do you know? He probably would, yeah, but I don't know. Was that second or third and long? Was it second or third down? Second. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Second and what? What was it? Second and what? Anyone remember? Okay, he wants to start right where we left off. And that was from the 19, right? Or was it second and 19? Oh, he's such a pain in the ass, bro. Like,
y'all better chew that clock.
I just hope it doesn't happen a third time. They did the last time too, Zach. They chewed it. That's I tell you.